Hi, my beautiful Aries. I'm going to be doing an intuitive reading to check on the vibe. Let's see what's going on with the current energies. I'm also going to be pulling a chakra to see if there's anything that's blocked that we need to work on. We just need to give a little bit of love and focus on, okay? So let's get started. This is for the second half of May, or for whenever you see it. When it resonates, go ahead and take it. All right, we have the root chakra. So anytime that the root chakra is blocked, there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxious or uncertainty, instability, maybe feeling a little bit ungrounded. Anytime that it's overactive, there's kind of a lot of greediness. There's a lot of lust for power, aggressiveness, materialistic, very cynical behavior. So we want to try to bring that back if you're feeling any of those energies and kind of balance it where you feel safe, you feel centered, you feel grounded, secure in your own skin, your self-image. And so it's just kind of a little reminder that, you know, this is something you may need to work on, or that's blocked or maybe overactive, and get it to a balanced stage for the next 2 weeks, okay? All right, let's get started. My beautiful Aries, let's check in to see what is the vibe. What is the vibe? We're going to be doing a vibe check for the next 2 weeks. See what can my beautiful Aries expect, my firefighters. All right, here we go. Let's see what the energy is. We're doing a vibe check for my beautiful Aries. I feel like you've been in a funk, Aries. I'm also like, kind of like, I'm getting the energy, I'm picking up the energy where you've been overworking, all work, no play, makes Aries a sad boy or girl. So it's really giving me the energy of you just really feel disconnected right now, disconnected from friends, disconnected from family, disconnected from, you know, a love interest. It's almost like a false start where you felt like you're going to restart something with a love interest or a career jumped off, but then it didn't. It was almost like a false start that I'm picking up on. You have been feeling a little bit delicate lately and sensitive about, you know, whether that be your self-image. I feel like there's a lot of that going on right now, but you've been really hard on yourself as far as how you look, your self-image, how you portray yourself, how others portray you, and what kind of image you want to send out. I'm also picking up a lot of heaviness. So if you haven't had any kind of, and this is just not to scare you, this is just, you know, to kind of get you out there. And if you haven't had a physical, to just go ahead and get a physical, just to make sure that everything's good, just maybe just a normal physical, just to make sure your health is okay. Something to do with your chest, feeling like, you know, you are heavy on the breathing, like you feel like you just feel like shortness of breath sometimes. So just kind of getting that checked out. There has been a few delays for you, Aries. It almost feels like you anticipated things. You're very, very patient and very, like, you keep your eye on the prize. However, for whatever reason, there has been some delays that you anticipated to come sooner rather than later, but that's okay. Keep in mind that every delay is for your divine, it's divinely, you know, the divine intervenes for your greater good, okay? So never feel like a delay is not for good things, or doesn't have good things in store for you. The delays are always in your favor. You have Temperance in reverse, so trying to bring balance back to your life, feeling just like the energy I was picking up. You're feeling very disconnected, feeling, you're definitely coming out of that energy because it is in reverse, but you're definitely feeling like, part overturned. Yeah, you're out of your element because you got the Moon in reverse as well. What else for my Aries? You got the Ace of Swords. So there's been something really heavy on your mind. You need clarity on a situation. there seems to be, like I said, a false start. So I don't know whether this be in business or in a love relationship or a love interest. There seems to be a lot on your mind that you want to get clarity from. So what can you tell me about my beautiful Aries spirits, guides, angels? You are truly grateful. There seems to be an energy shift. So that one like went over there. There seems to be a huge energy shift. So you have the Magician, the King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So right now the energy is you are trying to manifest and work on your goals, work on your health. You're definitely shying away from love. You definitely feel like you haven't been very lucky in love, Aries. You feel like you've been luckier in finances. However, you're almost feeling like you continue to hit a wall with your finances as well. But you are definitely coming out of that, you know, hitting a wall and feeling like you're not progressing in your finances, because you are. You're definitely coming out of the energy. What else for my beautiful Aries? The King of Wands. So you are definitely back in your element, back feeling like you are on top, in charge. You are able to communicate what you want, whether in a business fashion or in a romantic fashion. You are definitely opening up more in that aspect. Now, when it comes to a love interest, you are on the fence about, you know, what truly makes you happy. You really need to determine what it is that makes you happy, or who it is that makes you happy, so that you can bring that in and stop resisting, okay? I feel like there was some kind of guarded, and not so much guarded, but there wasn't a mutual reciprocated interest before. What does Aries person or interest feel? They are feeling like they are coming out of this energy of feeling like they're just an option, or feeling like they are not somebody that's of importance to you. So what else, spirits, guides, angels? Yeah, so they have communicated before how they feel, and how, and you're just, you know, you're kind of stunned because you feel like you've given, you know, yourself to this person. It's very bizarre. You feel like, you know, you've communicated, you feel like you've shown, you feel like you've gone out of your way, but that other person doesn't see things that way. You guys are both feeling, because in the mutual energy, you both are feeling the same, where you guys both feel like you guys are communicating this type of energy. However, it's not being transmuted as that. The other person is definitely mirroring you and not picking. Whoa, it's a lot of cards. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So you have the Chariot in reverse. So yeah, there is a false start. There is the Nine of Wands. So a lot of blocking. You guys are both blocking each other. If it wasn't them blocking you, you're blocking them, and vice versa. There is definitely no action. It's kind of like at a standstill. You have the Four of Swords. So kind of just feeling like, you know, you're kind of in the stuck energy, kind of feeling like, man, what happened? Why didn't this go the way that I planned? Like, I thought this was going to be different this time around. I'm almost feeling like, you know, you feel almost like you're wasting your time, Aries. You also have the Page of Wands in reverse. So taken away, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you're coming out of that feeling of being left in the cold, of feeling like you got dissed or ghosted in a sense. It's almost, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but the way that you said it, like, fuck, I got ghosted. Like, I literally heard that in my head, like, nah, I got ghosted. Like, that's what it is. Like, there's no other way to interpret it. So just really coming out of that energy and feeling like you were that person of interest, was just waiting or juggling a lot of people. Also, this can also be that they felt like you were juggling a lot of people. I feel like you guys are fucking mirroring each other. Like, literally, that is the vibe right now. And the Ten of Wands upright, and the High Priestess in reverse. So you two are generally really intuitive people. However, you guys really have a fucking disconnect in between each other. Like, really, for two intuitive people to have such a disconnect, it's crazy. What could Aries expect in the next 2 weeks for the outcome? What advice? What outcome? What can you tell us, Spirit? The Six of Pentacles. So, you know, really focusing on making this relationship or repairing this relationship. I feel like there's a lot of hurt, a lot of misunderstanding, which is, you know, expectations were not communicated for the situation. There is a lot of distance as well. And there is a lot of both of you overworking. You guys both have that very entrepreneur spirit. And it's funny because you're super attracted to this person, but this person feels like you don't even think of them as a partner, like sexually, physically, mentally. Like they feel like you're not connected to them. It's the most fucking bizarre. This is the most bizarre energy ever. Okay, what is the outcome for Aries love interest or the situation? What is the outcome for Aries interest or the situation? They're trying to tell you to be patient, Aries, to communicate, to say what you want and say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, it's almost funny because it's like you expect this from the other person, but you also have to deliver it as well. What you want, you have to emulate. So if you want understanding, you have to be understanding. If you want love, you have to be love. If you're feeling ignored, tell them, I'm ignored, I want more. So you need to communicate these things. Like if you're feeling lonely, you need love, I need love. I mean, a simple text, like pay attention to me, like whatever it may be, communicate, communicate, communicate. I feel like Spirit is like literally highlighting that. And you got the Lovers, it like literally flew over there, but it was in reverse. So it seems like it's a missed opportunity for right now. It doesn't seem like it's gonna move forward, at least for the next 2 weeks. I do feel like you guys are both focusing on yourselves at this time. Yeah, because you do want that healthy relationship, whether it be friendship, whether it be, you know, romantic, whatever it may be, but you guys do have a really strong bond and you want to make each other, you know, a priority as far as whatever they may be. I keep on hearing friendship or something. I feel like almost something was severed and you're trying to fix it. You have the Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith, and the Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. So yeah, you're trying to work on your foundation, as I said before, and so are they. They're trying to focus on, and you got the L spirit. Use your wise knowledge now. So just kind of focusing on what you know. Stop focusing on what's happened in the past. Jesus, Aries, you are so jumping to conclusions. Like, I feel like the cards are just jumping at me. Like, it's like you want to know now. You want everything now. It's like you're the most patient person, but as well as the most impatient, which is kind of a fucking healthy contradiction, right? See, it's like yes, no, yes, no. You're just very indecisive. So they're coming off as very indecisive. They are mirroring you, you know? So just focus on what you want, right? Use your mind wisely. You have that pig spirit. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to actually get you a Nature's Whispers card to finish up the reading. It's so like you just want to kind of leap forward almost, and like I don't know, there's some kind of impatientness or like lack of wanting to wait any longer. Like you feel like you've waited long enough almost. I'm getting like that type of energy where it's like you almost feel like, you know, you've been manifesting this, you've been working hard, you like almost like blew on a dandelion to make a wish, but it's just not coming forward. It's like, and right now it's like the universe is trying to tell you to just focus and trust, like just trust and release. I feel like you're holding on and you're not in your head about it, but you're holding on to the situation. Okay, I guess they don't want one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and get a energy card then. Let's see if they'll take one of these because they're like not giving any information on the other one. Any messages for Aries? So yeah, so right now you're focusing on your financial constraints. There has been some, you know, some bad investments that were recently made, and there seems to be attachment to those investments, and also attachments to old connections that are not for your greater good. So, you know, you just have to focus on releasing those old wounds and healing those healing those wounds, right? And you know, you do have the thinking man reverse, so you are coming out of that energy. So that's good. So hopefully, you know, right now they're just trying to tell you to be patient. They're not really giving me any more information as far as how to move forward, but you really have like that spirit of that, you know, just really just taking it day by day and just moving forward. Right now you're kind of like in a leapish mode, but just kind of pump the brakes, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so when I come back and do your June reading, you'll have a little bit more clarity in that situation or where you're at energetically. Okay, well, that is a vibe for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I look forward to your next reading.